They're made out of cookie bread, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You've looked into it?
No, I'm just not a dumbass.
Dude. Mass production. I'm skeptical of everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. You are entering the Pirate's Den.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, shit. What's up, guys? Welcome to Pirates Den Podcast. Back in the studio again because I like recording here and not over the internet. No Trevor. He just decided not to be here. No, he had some prior obligations. He couldn't make it home on time. So I have to find guests again because Trevor doesn't want to be here. And for the guest today, I've got Blake. Hello. And no, hello, Zachary.
Oh, no, not this time. I had to change it up.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I was thinking too much about what a sack of shit Trevor is.
Oh, yeah, me too. Fucking Trevor. Another guest we have on today is our good old buddy, Gavin here.
Hi. This is my first time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I felt
Gavin
like he was building up for something there. Like
I saw his face. I thought something good was coming.
So he's all like grilling Trevor. I'm like, Jesus, this is the longest guilt trip I've ever heard in my life for a podcast.
I grill Trevor in every episode that he doesn't make it to.
I mean,
every episode,
Dude.
And he needs it because
that.
it does motivate him to get back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we talk about, like, I don't know, the shortcomings that he has outside of podcasting? Like, because there's a bunch of them, right?
Chasing down streakers.
Did that happen last night?
Oh,
yeah.
You didn't see the video?
Did you didn't see?
No.
Oh, dude,
the
fucking hilarious. Oh, here.
Do it on the
Can I pull
TV?
it up on here? I don't know if I'm logged in my Facebook.
Yeah, you're like, let's pick the smallest screen in the room.
Yeah, that's. I was like, we have a giant ass TV here now, and yeah, no, we're gonna use our cell phones
And he
like
picks up
primitive
his
animals.
iPhone. Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know if I'm logged into my Facebook. Oh, fucking course I'm not.
Dude, I didn't have to log into my Facebook for like 7 years, and then I got this new phone, and it's like, I'm like, fuck.
He's like, I thought that was a part of the hard drive now.
Yeah, I had to change everything.
You
Because I
didn't even know who you were. And he was like, this is me, but
So Marissa's actually the one who found it first for me, and then I had to ask Trevor, like, hey,
I can't believe that would actually happen.
you didn't see it. I'm surprised I didn't hear it when I was there last night. Because, like,
the crew.
there was a lot of yelling in that video, but I
What is
didn't
this? I
fucking
don't
see
give a
any
shit.
when I was there.
I see some faces on those pictures. We just need a black out, you know?
Yeah, a few of them.
See right there.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that is way too loud.
Holy fuck, that is loud.
Yeah.
Who streaks at a demolition derby?
I don't know, but you'll see Trevor start running in.
And
the
at
video.
first, I thought it was a chick, and I was like, wow, that's wild.
When was
It's
the last
not.
time?
It's a dude.
When was the last time
There.
Trevor ran? Is that him?
You see him right there?
Wait for it. There he is.
He's center of the screen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
You see his
Dude,
fucking arms just flailing.
Run faster. Those guys would have never caught me. I should do it.
Yeah.
So they
Dude.
And then like this photographer walks up and starts taking snapshots. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what the
Dude.
fuck?
Yeah.
that photographer got some good I can't bring these up on there because Trevor sent them to me directly.
Yeah.
But
That's
just
so
scroll
awesome.
through those.
Oh, okay. Dude, good on you, Trevor. That was good effort.
No, it
Yeah.
really wasn't.
Dude, I was expecting him to like grab him by the back of his
The
head.
picture
and
of
pick it
Trevor
up.
on there gets me.
Wow.
He's like, it is half like, I've never seen Trevor run, but he kind of like flailed his
Wow.
arms to the side and it was kind of funny looking. You can see it in that picture
You were
too.
thinking Attack of Titans, you know, he was like,
yeah.
they're just running around.
Dude,
But,
this guy right here, he looks like Dan Campbell.
doesn't he?
Yeah. That guy's getting...
I had to ask Trevor. I was like, how was that streaker? He's like, dude, fucking hilarious. The dude did it for a bet, $100.
Did he really?
He's probably going to pay more in fucking fines.
All he got was a trespassing charge.
Well,
for real? That's not that bad.
He didn't show his dick, so that's
he didn't get
fair.
So that he did. I would pay one of you guys $100 to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would be like,
dude.
you pay the $100 and the fine I'm gonna get for trespassing.
Yeah.
But
Well, there's no real trespassing fine until it's your third strike.
I mean,
no, he got one.
I feel like.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it was because it's during a sporting event.
Well,
That's
that was super dangerous to streak onto a demolition derby.
Yeah, but they're sitting there idle, and there's tons of time in between.
Yeah.
Right. And I bet you none of those guys were like super stoked to see a streaker, but at the same time, they were like, "That's
got some action."
Yeah, they're like,
you could hear the people. They were cheering. I mean, the photographers got great photos.
Dude, yeah, look at Trevor's form. I mean, that is top notch. Head up.
He looks like he's horse trotting. Dude, look at that shit.
It's
like he's almost posing. He should do the
like,
Heisman next time.
He looks like he's got to go potty real bad. And he's trying to make it to the bathroom without letting it out, you know?
Should I
edit that up?
Trevor. Should I edit that up to make it look like the Heisman's Trophy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Fucking love that. Especially, and then you know what? It's an homage to the whole fucking sporting thing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
At the NFL starting up, and there's streakers every year with that. So, they get real big fines though for that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they get their ass whooped a little bit.
The streakers, and the streakers that get on the NFL field, they don't get tackled by security. They get tackled by linemen and fucking quarterbacks, and they did get fucked up.
Could you imagine?
Caught one last year, wasn't it like TJ Watt?
TJ Watt leveled one of them.
Dude, you don't want to get hit by that guy.
Dude, he sounds huge. Because I don't watch fucking
his
football.
brother.
Yeah, he's probably the best defensive player in the NFL. So you're just hitting some schmo.
Oh, look at that!
He's one of them.
He's up there. I mean, there's him, and then there's
Aaron Donald, Von Miller. Von Miller's aging, but Nick Bosa.
But they're in the conversation. Like, you don't want to get fucking hit by any of them. Like, this one will be way better than the other guy.
No, it's gonna hurt either way.
I'd rather have the police hurt me than I could be like, you know what, you're a little out of line. A big fucking quarterback or any on the fucking NFL, like, you're just huge. Mm-hmm. You don't understand my small ass figure.
Well, even now anymore. Right. Imagine streaking on the field and Josh Allen coming and stiff arming you to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I couldn't imagine being fucking stiff armed by one of those guys. Dude. Just break your fucking ribs.
Dude, yeah. Can you show Gavin the video of Derrick Henry and what was his name? Josh I forget his name. The cornerback. He was the cornerback for the
Josh Peck.
Was it the Derrick Henry stiff arm?
Yeah, to Josh Norman. That's it. Yeah, Josh Norman. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Before you even go on, Adam Savage is such a bad.
I love Adam Savage.
Oh, yeah,
okay, watch this play. Yeah, Derrick Henry, giant running back. Good.
Dude, just fuck off. That's what that was. He's like, no, fuck you,
dude.
And Norman did he get flagged for that? That
no, like that's legal.
That's legal. He just fucking palmed him in the face.
If you're the ball carrier, you can pretty much do anything.
Oh,
so
for real.
The guy who doesn't have the ball, if he was to hit him in the face just like that, he would get
a flag
for.
Yeah, I mean, you can still get face mask charges as a ball carrier. It's like that, but I mean, if you
that's only if you grab somebody's mask, right?
Yeah, if your fingers go into it, basically, you don't want to get anywhere near.
On Thursday, Josh Allen,
the shirt, the jersey,
the pads. You can grab the jersey. You can't grab the pads around the neck. That's called a horse collar tackle, and you can hurt somebody bad like that. So they don't.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but the jersey, fair game. Hair.
Oh yeah,
if they got long hair.
Hair is totally.
Yeah,
hair is totally. So fucked up. Can even as a defender.
Why don't we look up a hair tackle?
Dude, you should.
Which one?
I would love that.
Just look up a long hair tackle.
I watched hair.
See,
Larry
and this is the only parts of
Fitzgerald
football that I actually like. I don't like watching football. I think it's the most boring fucking thing in the world.
I'm only going to bring up the things that you'll find interesting. And I just wanted to take this badass TV for a test ride. This is awesome. Like we just think of something like, Jamie, pull that shit up.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan style.
I was thinking 2 Bears 1 Cave style.
Oh.
Why am I getting an echo?
I don't know. Why are you getting an echo?
I'm not getting an echo.
Why? What's it? This fucking. I don't care.
Hodges. All right.
Fine. So,
God damn. Just,
ow. That's got to hurt so bad.
dude, that's like a neck break.
And he just comes around. Ooh, gotcha.
Dude, what's the point of having hair at that point? I mean, these guys look pretty cool with their long braided hair.
There's no
Probably
point.
takes
But
like
fuck.
years to grow that shit out. So, I mean,
It's the same motherfucking dude.
see how mad he is?
Yeah, I would be too.
I don't think that is the same guy.
I don't think I would be happy either. But dude, that was a while ago. That was
Look at that.
Kitna.
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
When
fuck
was the
you.
last time you saw Kitna play
Fucking forever.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
That looked rough, man. I think.
Oh, that's in Dominican Suit. Yeah. So that was years ago.
And the Dominican Sue is a fucking menace on the football field.
Oh,
Yeah,
was he?
especially like 5-6 years ago. That was his.
I think that was the year he stomped on Aaron Rodgers' leg.
Yeah. That was before he went to the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, so there's that long
Was that
hair.
J.J.?
Yep.
Oh, ow, God damn.
Wow, a hair grab
that's
or a
so-
leg?
Well,
Watch
he
grab?
actually
it,
got
watch
he
it.
got
He
got
got
it.
both.
Oh,
he
that
got
hurts.
flagged for that.
Yeah.
Really?
I saw the fucking
Oh, that was
referee
Joey
throw a flag.
Bosa. Oh, look at this. That's gonna hurt.
Oh,
Oh.
and he just held him, dragged his ass backwards a little.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Fletcher Cox too.
So
don't
you
wanna get
can,
hit by that.
No, fuck no. So yeah, you can
Dude.
tackle with the hair in the NFL. Because it's not the jersey, so it can't be. Well, even like if you grab someone's jersey and they're running away from you, you won't get a holding charge for that, right?
No.
If you tackle the ball carrier, like try and like grab the ball carrier's jersey.
Yeah, only if you're like behind him, like just
Pulling his ass backwards.
No,
Yeah.
you only get a holding call for like grabbing like an arm or a leg, like just grabbing onto it.
Well, you can get a holding for the jersey if it's
Yeah.
before they like a
Snap.
receiver. You pull their
Mhm.
jersey before they receive the ball. That's
Yeah.
Oh, that's interference, isn't it, or some shit like that?
So I mean, you could call it pass interference, but a lot of times it's called holding.
Mhm.
Pass interference is like the receiver gets their arms up and you
Slap
yeah.
their fucking arm down.
take their
Or you,
make
like,
it so
hold
they
their-
can't.
Hold their arm so they can't pull it up to catch the ball. And that's a pass interference too. Yeah.
Huh, that's crazy. I mean, I
But-
guess I get it because I'm like, oh, it's not fair if
But
you're
it's-
just gonna fucking hold somebody down.
As soon as the ball touches their fingers, you can light them up. Even if they're
Oh,
not
dude,
even-
there's
So, I mean, I guess it would be rough out, like unnecessary roughness, picking them up and just slamming them in the fucking ground.
well. So I'm sure Blake remembers that. Peyton Manning throwing to Manuel Sanders. Manuel Sanders dives the ball and just gets his world rocked.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I
that
love
was-
Peyton Manning, but he was pretty good about putting his best receivers in.
Hey, you got to make the catch, man. No, you're
Yeah.
getting paid for it. Too.
I got to pull that one up.
He's
That
like,
one-
you get put in tight spots. You got to
Yeah.
catch that.
You got to catch it. You're making lots of money. Just do it. You know.
Well, I mean, they make millions, and all they do is fucking
Is it
bench
this
warmer.
one?
That's for a bench warmer. I couldn't imagine if you got to play on the field and shit. You
I
know,
think
you're
it's
gonna have
this
to pull
one.
your own damn weight. But then again, I sit there and I wonder, I'm like, how many football players are actually on the field, and no one really gives a fuck about who they even are.
Tons.
Hey, yeah,
I think this is the
Yeah.
play here. Here goes Peyton, throws to him. Manuel Sanders dives to the catch.
Oh my god, just fucking levels him.
That one was called for unnecessary roughness and hitting a defensive player.
Yeah, which you can't.
Yeah,
That's
because
a-
that dude was in full reach. He didn't even have that
Will you
ball
back
yet,
it
and
up
that
just
dude
one more
got
time?
fucking.
What's that?
Back it
Wow,
up just
bro.
one more time. I just want to see that.
This is the greatest quarterback of all time right here.
Right here.
He didn't even have it really. It was like
Dude.
it was almost there, and then this dude fucking
It is.
railed him.
He actually
He's-
just retired 2 days ago.
Manuel Sanders
Mm-hmm.
retired as a Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
he signed on with the Broncos. Didn't play. Typically, what they would do is they would play one game with them, but he
Mhm.
just signed with them
and then quit.
retired.
They'll pay him like $1 on his contract just to,
Yeah.
so it's official that he
yeah.
is on the roster.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's
Because they
weird.
wasn't going to play, so they're like,
But
But
did
he-
he
he-
just
he-
wanted to go out as a Bronco and nothing more.
yeah. I'm surprised he didn't want to go out as a Steeler,
Um,
but I feel like he did more as a Bronco than he
He
did as a
did.
Steeler.
he did. Yeah, I'd say so. He's
Well,
more known for it.
Well, I mean, he got a ring with the Broncos. He got
yeah.
2 Super Bowl
his
appearances with the
his
Broncos.
best seasons were
Yeah.
there for sure.
But we can try and step away from football since Gavin isn't. Blake and I can
I'm
go
just
on.
not.
Blake and I can go on
Oh,
for
I know.
hours
You
on
two,
that.
you two are fucking junkies for this crap. But I mean, I'm a little copacetic here and there. And, I kind of got what
Sure.
I got. Yeah,
Well, we'll just show them like all the fun stuff, like broken bones and shit like that. That's always fun.
I don't know. They're like soccer. Soccer's wild,
What about
dude.
the Dak Prescott breaking his leg?
Oh yeah, that one was brutal.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
What were you saying?
I was like, I don't even know who the fuck that is. I won't even lie.
What were you saying about soccer?
Soccer is a crazy ass game. I love watching those like championships sometimes, like the highlights, because again, I don't like watching the game because it's fucking boring. I prefer to play the game instead of watch the game because I get more out of it when I fucking play than when I watch.
You go. There's a player for our friend group football camp.
Yeah, I want to put together a.
You guys have been talking about this for the last fucking year, and you want to know what you've gotten so far?
Nothing.
As a bunch of people saying,
I know it's because I'm figuring out who it's my way of figuring out like who all the weak ones are.
All of them.
Most of them.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, half of our group is female, so we're not playing rough with them. And
oh no,
God forbid we hurt one of them and have to hear about it for the rest of our fucking life.
They wanted to play.
They want to get out there. I'll take them out.
They're the only ones wearing pads because the rest of us are like, we don't really care unless you headbutt me.
It's called equal rights, equal fights.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Jacqueline
equal rights and lefts.
Jacqueline goes out there to take a pass. I'll take that defenseless receiver.
Dude,
just
hit checker too.
No. See, the problem with that is I'm gonna be on her fucking team, and so I have to. I'm like, now you crippled one of my players. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a rotation, But I wanted to draft, so it's fair. Like we'll pick 2 captains and draft a team. So we don't necessarily know who's going to be on whose team.
Yeah. And we'd split it up where the 2 best players that would be playing would be the team captains.
Yeah.
Would be the team captains, which I think Blake would be a captain, and I would want to say Trevor.
Trevor would be
a great defenseman,
or even well, I guess Dylan.
Dylan, yeah, I think Dylan because he's
got an arm on him.
He's the best quarterback, yeah. So he's got to be like the most valuable overall.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah. But he's so tall, and I'm so damn short. I would hate to fucking clip him on the legs and
that's where you would be a running back.
Yeah.
You would get the ball handed off to you and you would just
just go through the line. Yep. That's dude, the little guys are they're so annoying.
Philip Lindsay was a perfect example. Philip Lindsay was my exact body type.
Yeah. And he re-signed.
Did he?
By the Colts.
Good.
They released him, re-signed him to the practice squad. So
good. Well, I mean,
there you go.
Yeah.
He deserves to play. He was a good player. But I mean, he wasn't. I mean, he's not. I mean, are you really going to put in Philip Lindsay over Jonathan Taylor?
No.
No.
Not even minds. No.
You can't give up a veteran for a rookie. I'm so sorry.
You give him garbage yards.
Dak Prescott's the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
And he had a. Geez, what year was this? This was 2
years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Week 5, and he was out for the rest of the season because of this. Well, you'll see why.
Well, yeah, we're looking for a leg break.
I don't really care. I want the...
In a memory? What the fuck? He didn't die.
Oh!
It just whipped around, and he's lifting it up like it's a fucking...
That's what that horse's leg looked like at the fair the other day.
What?
Like a giant calf?
Oh, I got a story for you guys. Yeah. Oh, God, that looks painful.
It sucks when a horse actually goes...
and it wasn't even a hard hit. He just got tangled up. It just tangled up, and his ankle went this way, and his leg went that way. But
that sucks.
You got a story about a horse at the fair.
Yeah, we were...
actually, before that real quick.
Yeah.
We all were at the fair yesterday. I actually didn't see you at the fair.
Yeah, you guys left shortly after we found them. Yeah, so it was just bad timing.
I had my son, and he was done.
I'm sure he was tired.
See, and the babies were done too. So Kendra and Stu left too. So yeah.
But your horse story.
Yeah, so the first day we were at the fair last Sunday, we were walking around for a long time with, me, Amanda, my brother, my parents, and we found a spot, a shady spot next to the building near the beer garden on the south side, and we're standing there for quite a while, just trying to rest, get out of the sun and stuff. And we're watching the horses run around the track, which I'm like sitting there like blown away by how fast they are,
Right.
And I was telling everybody, like, yeah, fuck horses, dude. I don't want to ever ride a horse. They scare me. You know, they got a mind of their own. Like,
they're not that bad. They are asshole-ish, but they're not bad. I like them.
But right after I say that, like, there's two riders coming around on horses, and there's a horse running by itself with no rider. And it's running, and for whatever reason, they flip out and they're like trying to get in front of it. One gets in front of it, one gets next to it, and they rope it, and they start calling for a horse ambulance, which I didn't know was a thing.
Oh yeah, there's horse doctors. There's all sorts of shit, dude. It's crazy.
We need a horse ambulance,
vets. They're called vets.
I thought they were kidding.
No, it's actual ambulance. Like, it's weird.
Oh no. The horse doctor is called a vet.
Oh yeah,
but a horse ambulance I've never heard of it either.
Yeah,
well, that's just a trailer, and then like some of them have like fancy fucking crosses and shit on them, and like the animal signs.
Yeah, it was a trailer.
It was probably a janky one because it's Blackfoot.
But you know, there's some people with some nice setups down there, but they call for a horse ambulance, which I thought was a joke.
No, it's a real thing.
So I was laughing, like, oh, a horse ambulance, right? Like, I thought they just freaked out because like it lost its rider or something, which we don't know what happened there because there was no person, you know, it was just running. And so I was like, why are they freaking out so bad over this horse? They got it, you know, what's the problem? Like, we need a horse ambulance. And then we look a little closer, and it's like, you know,
trotting
and bucking, and we see its leg, and its leg right there where it should be stiff was going.
Oh, that's awful.
Right at the knee.
About this far up, just right in the middle of the bone, just flopping, and he keeps like stepping on it, like in the ground, just
which fucking aggravated him more and made him want to run more.
It was holding on by a thread, like however thick horse skin is, like that's what it was hanging on with. Like you could have just pulled it off with your bare hands.
Well, don't horses? They have elbows, or whatever, but don't they bend at a wrist? Pretty much, like
they have like horse ribs at like the fucking hooves.
It was above that. It was just
on
so mid center between
forearm. Like on us, it'd be like they just snapped off their forearm,
right in the middle. Yeah.
Oh fuck!
It's funny we're talking about this, but a horse's leg is just like a human leg. It's just shaped differently.
It's got the same.
It's like this is the ankle, this is the shin, that's the fucking knee, and then that's the. But there's a little bit more to it. Yeah.
Right. So they get that trailer out there. They do all they can to shove this horse into that trailer and take off with it. And we're like, that horse is dead. There's nothing you can do. It was
once a horse goes lame, you have to put him down.
Well, and he didn't even just break his leg. He detached the bottom half of it. You know, it was that gruesome. And we're sitting there, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're gonna go put that sumbitch down," and everybody's. Some of the girls are like, no, don't say that. Well,
that's true.
It's reality.
They're not going to go doctor him up, you know.
Especially because those horses that go there, they're meant to race, or they're meant to,
and they're not even high end, you know. So it's like,
and they just the quality of life for them goes down dramatically.
Yeah, so it's better.
They're going to suffer even if it gets healed up. They're not going to be able to run like they used to.
And that's the thing is if it doesn't heal, they have to put them down because they'll just forever limp and they'll keep breaking it.
Yeah. And that thing obviously didn't have any self-control to like just hold it up or anything like that.
It's a weird impulse thing with them because that's what they're used to doing. They're just used to putting everything into it.
When you hurt your leg or something, don't you kind of like,
you kind of
keep trying to use it.
You kind of try and walk off a little bit. Maybe that's what that's the horse is doing, but then the pain hits it and then it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And it thinks it's getting attacked probably, so it's like gotta run.
This thing's slamming its femur so hard into the ground. It's like it's trying to get it to
get off.
Just like, I don't need this part anymore. I was like, this is like, it would have been raw bone and flesh just going into the dirt, you know.
That's
I was sitting there, I was fascinated. I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. That thing just knocked off its rider, took off, broke its leg, lost its mind. I was like, I don't need any of that.
Dude, no. So like, you know how like in Disney movies and shit like that, and like all the kid movies are like horses are super cute and they're so friendly. You just have to like kind of slightly tame them. And there's always the story about the wild horse. They're all the wild horse. They're all assholes.
Yeah.
They will try to stomp you to death. If you come up on like a wild flock of horses, basically, you want to.
I think the term would be herd.
A herd? I don't know. Look it up.
I don't know. I think it'd be herd.
I want to say it's a herd.
I like flock better.
Yeah.
No, flock is for something you use for
aviation.
Avians.
Well, it's like, crows, they get a cool word.
They get a murder.
Yeah, a murder of crows, and then the lions.
Which I want to know. I want to know who came up with that.
See, there you go. You got a brand, a herd, a harass.
Harass. What the fuck?
A stable of horses.
Horse collective noun. Yeah.
I think a band sounds better.
There's quite the variety of searches on here so far.
You look up. Wow, that is a lot.
What do you mean?
I mean, stable.
Oh no,
a stable is literally just stable, guys. A stud is a stud. I don't think I guess it is a collective. Wow, that is. You're right.
Horse average dong length.
Why the fuck would we want to know that? But before we guess, let's actually have a guess.
Okay, average.
Average, I would say about 1.5 feet.
1.5 feet?
Damn, that's why I'm not looking up average horse dick length.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. That's the point.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna play this first.
Okay.
Dude, some of the wildest animals. Do you guys remember those wildest animals? Oh yeah.
Weighs over 11 pounds.
The fucking what? The fucking what? Okay.
Whatever that is.
Average.
Just a hot redhead doing weird shanty shit.
I can't see what I'm typing over there in the corner.
You want me to
Horse. I'm not typing cock.
Penis. Penis length.
Dick length. Cock length. However you want to
I forgot to guess. Whoa. When not erect, the penis is 50 centimeters long.
Okay,
what is it in American?
So do you guys even know what fucking...
It then doubles in length and thickness.
Ew.
As the clans increase to 3 to 4 times. So you're thinking 50 times...
What's 50 centimeters?
50 centimeters?
What's that convert to? Just put in inches. Oh, centimeters to inches.
Somebody's already done this.
Yeah.
This is the search that's happened.
19 20 inches. Dude, I wanted to guess 20. That's you had a good guess.
Hey,
yeah.
And that, if you look at that's
soft.
That's when not erect.
When not erect. So it gets
bigger than that?
3 to 4 times in length and thickness. So
like 60 inches?
Dick.
Yeah.
Wow. Like that.
That's disgusting.
Dude.
See, and again, I go back to the whole people are like, "Oh, you ever seen a donkey show?" I'm like, why the fuck would I want to do that?
Where do you even see one of those?
Mexico.
Yeah, the worst.
I'm not going there.
So,
or you can go online, look it up, get flagged, and then
So
and then you can, when the FBI watch list gets dropped again, you can find yourself
down there in related searches. There's one that talks about an elephant.
Why?
I need you to click on that.
This one right here?
Yeah, right there.
Elephant's cock.
Wait.
Ah, damn it. You got to guess first.
I'm going to say shorter on this one. That's going to be...
Well, I got to scroll down for that.
Okay.
For it. So I'm going to say... Well, it's going to reload.
I'm going to say 14.
Do you have the fucking top comment on that one? More than you can handle.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to say an elephant. I'm going to say... No, I'm going to say bigger.
Bigger?
I'm gonna say huge. I'm gonna fucking say that thing's like a goddamn missile.
It's not as big as I bet it's not as big as a horse's.
Really?
What?
I want to say it's
gorillas have way smaller wieners than us. So
yeah, but the elephant is the biggest land mammal.
Well, yeah. I mean, other than a giraffe, long, tall wise.
When you think of a horse, you think of giant dicks, right? You don't even think about an elephant.
That's why the saying goes hung like a horse.
Yeah,
I hear that all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, how many people? It sounds like more of an American thing, only because we deal with horses. How often do you fucking deal with an elephant, guys? If we were dealing with elephants, you'd be hung like a fucking elephant's trunk, or hung like an elephant.
I'm gonna say it's.
I'm gonna say it's fucking big.
I bet it's gonna be
most of it's inside it.
Oh yeah.
Well, they probably like a horse that come.
That's a weird way to measure. That's like cheating,
Yeah.
That's like bottom shaft measurements.
You gotta
go up. I go up the taint.
Yeah, Zach's over here is like, you know what? When I invited you guys over, I didn't think we were gonna do animal dick.
Dude, look at that.
And he's like, next time I'm bringing up fucking topics because you two are fucking sick,
right? Look at that related question on the side. Can a tiny vagina fit a big penis?
That's
so. Anyways, my length guess is going to be. I'm going to say 70 centimeters because if it's in centimeters.
Do it in
American.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Freedom units, please.
I said freedom units, please. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
American inches.
I'm gonna go with 19.
19. Well, that's way less than what you said before.
Yeah, that's like way less.
Because you said 70 centimeters, and we just established that 50 centimeters is about 20 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go 20 inches.
20 inches, so the same.
Flaccid or hard?
You're going. Well, that's
we gotta go erect.
No, we're going. Well, it depends on the data. But you just said same as a horse, basically.
Yeah.
So,
but I would say same as a horse, but
yeah, I'm saying 14.
Girthier.
I don't know what the girth is.
I don't know. I would have to say it's longer, only because like just looking at elephants, I doubt that an elephant is mounting another elephant with great length.
Well,
like
why should they
without great length?
Why should they get 2 long phalluses? You know what I mean? Like they should.
They have
watch. We're gonna find out they're like octopuses and they just rip their dick off and throw it.
Yeah. Well, that's,
so no, I'm gonna guess like I don't know. Let's go 30 inches.
30 inches. Okay,
maybe
let's
35.
See. Jesus Christ.
1.8 fucking meters. So
feet?
roughly around 30.
6 feet. 6 feet.
Dude,
that's 6 feet. Okay.
Like, their dick is as tall as you.
I was wrong.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm like, they're so big. There's no way. They would have to have the length to meet the distance.
You see horse ones all the time. Yeah.
Well, again, how often do you guys fucking see an elephant?
I've seen enough.
I've seen
all pictures. Jesus.
Yeah. No, I've seen them in person. I rode one when I was a kid.
Oh, see, that's cool. And
I've never ridden a horse.
I rode an
You've
elephant
never ridden a horse? They're everywhere here. How the fuck have you never ridden a horse?
I didn't get accident. Like, just because there's a lot of them doesn't mean you like get on one by chance. Like, you have to be intentional about it.
I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean, you're never going to accidentally fall on a horse and ride it off into the sunset. That's never going to happen.
I wouldn't want to fall on a horse and ride it into the sunset now that I know that.
You have a dick at a position. You're like, oh, dude, I don't know. You're complex with your cock and my cock. You're bigger than me. I'll ride the female.
One more on the related questions. I saw a question that said, what does an 8-inch penis feel like? I'm not like that's hard to answer. Like I mean, you'd have to be pretty descriptive. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out.
So when I invited Blake to come over today, I did not think that the topic was going to go to dicks.
Well, you said you had
not only just dick, it had to be an animal's cock. It couldn't have been just something
the big ones. But it is Blake.
Yeah.
And that's probably on his mind 24/7.
Oh, a lot.
He's such a cock.
As soon as you said that you didn't really have an agenda because, you just felt like the three of us could make it. I was like, yeah, we're going to make it.
Like, we're going to make a fucking awkward baby. Here's what we're going to do.
Fucking A.
Oh, I know exactly what to talk about.
I meant not to swear. Just kidding. I didn't really think about that.
Okay. Wait, what?
Oh,
dude, I was like, shit, is this not a swearing thing? Because I was like, I'm dropping the F-bomb. I'm about to make prank jokes.
If this wasn't a swear,
yeah, Jeff,
if this wasn't a swearing thing,
Jeff
I would have cut us off on the
the second you started. He's like, all right, Gavin's done. So just me and Blake
look
here.
Up average horse cock length, and that's not a swear technically, but Jeff will do that every now and then. He'll go into a podcast like, yeah, this is gonna be a clean one. He makes it 3.5 minutes, and
somebody's doing something.
Yeah,
he's like, all right, I gotta censor.
He's
his
never even gotten
ass.
close. He's never even gotten close.
Funny as shit.
It's hilarious though, and then Greg messes it up, on purpose.
Well, you have to.
Oh yeah. Well,
it's like the second you're like, hey, I'm gonna quit, porn or something weird, and then they're like, well, as your friend, I'm now supposed to spam you with nothing but viruses, basically. Right. You're like, what's this link? Oh, why is it a black cock swinging in a circle?
Right. Zach,
the fact that Zach just grabbed his face, he's like, God damn it, I hate that meme so much. I've been rickrolled with dick so much.
Zach, is there any words that you don't allow on your show? I gotta ask.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the hard R.
Oh, what? I don't know what that is. What is it?
No, I'm not fucking saying it.
Well, you have to educate us. I mean, we're both so out of touch here. He doesn't even know how to work a goddamn microphone.
Going back
Are you
to
telling me what?
Yeah, you mentioned quitting porn, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting away from this. You mentioned quitting porn, right? I was listening to the Two Bears One Cave podcast. I don't think it was their last one, but the one before. Bert brought up that he is quitting porn.
Right.
He never was in porn, but quitting watching
porn
or decreasing his
porn
intake.
Because he's known for sticking with things that he declares. That's for sure.
That's cool.
No, he's not.
I'm over here. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Go him. Like, everyone else is like, no, he's full of shit. He's gonna get worse.
He always says things along the lines of like, oh yeah, I haven't drank in weeks. And then he's like, oh really? Like how long is that? And he's like, well, I drank yesterday, but like I'm not counting that. Like, and then I drank over the weekend, but that didn't count because.
But that was Leanne's birthday.
Yeah, right. So it's like
he's got a million excuses as to why he's justified. Cumulatively.
There you go.
We all survived a stroke, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know how to do the words. I need to go back to therapy.
Altogether, he's quit for 3 weeks or whatever, but across 40 days. So that's how he counts stuff. So anyway, I want to see how this.
It was. I bet it's not good, but he said it was like you try and relate what you do with your spouse or your significant other to what you watch.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, no, I don't fucking do that.
Right.
Yeah, I've gone some dark fucking places in porn. So.
Oh yeah, me too.
I definitely not.
Dude, he talked about this one in that episode. He talked about this BDSM fucking, I don't know what it's called, but they were sticking a straw down a dude's dick, and it was in a chastity fucking cage, and they were sticking and I'm like, how did you? And then they look it up on their podcast.
No,
and you hear him say
rod thing.
Yeah.
No, I've seen them. I don't remember what they're called, but I've seen a bunch of them. I've had people like, have you ever thought about it? I'm like, no,
not even.
I've had a catheter in my dick, and I'll have you know, having a tube jammed into your cock never feels good. Ever.
Oh my God. Dude, I've never had it before. I don't want it to ever happen.
Dude, just drink water.
The worst I've had.
You know, at least twice a week.
Twice a week.
You know, don't drink heavily sodas. Coffee.
That was for your
kidney stones. Yeah, I'm not sticking shit in my dick for fun. You
know? No.
I'm not paying people to stick fucking weird shit in my cock either.
I thought we're back onto cocks.
He's all like, I just thought you had done this on your own, man. I'm like, no, I
thought you would have been in the hospital for something else, like you were doing whatever, and they were like, we had to put a catheter in, and I'm like, well, that fucking sucked. Closest I had to
like
that
your
was
sexual experiences come back to find you.
I had to get a prostate exam.
Oh, fun.
No,
I've never been so lucky.
You're getting up to that age, Blake.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one poop away from having to go talk to somebody. Dude, so, one bad turd away from having to get your ass rearranged.
I've had plenty of those. I just ignore it.
I had kidney stones too.
Ooh.
And I thought huh?
Both of you had
kidney stones. Right? Well, dude, I used to drink fucking Monster by the fucking.
Yeah, so you got a dehydration, probably kidney stone.
Because that's what, and it's better now. I mean, I don't drink as much soda anymore, or I pretty much cut out energy drinks.
Yeah,
but that was for my heart more than anything. But I didn't know I had kidney stones at the time, and I had blood in my urine, and it was stinging to pee.
Yeah, dude, it does. Sometimes it feels like an STD. You're like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
So that's when I went in. I was 99% sure.
You're like, I got syphilis.
It wasn't an STD, but syphilis. We have a very odd group of friends. A lot of our friends are actually connected to each other sexually because
I wouldn't know anything about that.
You're one of the exceptions to that.
I am the exception.
Well, like in a roundabout. So this is gonna sound really awkward, but like in a roundabout way. I'm just gonna leave that one.
What? No, where were you going with that? That was
so like.
Were you about to say we've had sex before or something?
No, but like my wife dated someone that was in the crew.
Mm-hmm. That did happen.
This one dated this one, and then they were dating at some point, but then they got drunk and hooked up with these people. So they're like, it's not like we've all had sex with each other or had a big ass massive orgy. We just the connections in there, unless I missed that one, and I feel really sad. I feel like
you remember like when you were in sixth grade and they were like, if you had sex with one person, you've had sex with 5 people.
Everybody that they've
and then
everybody that's what I was getting at there, right? Yeah. So we had a friend that I'm don't think they're part of the crew anymore, but her name was Amber.
Yeah, she's not part of the crew anymore.
Person.
Yeah.
You do.
Huh? Do I?
Yeah. But it's been like fucking 9 years since we've seen her.
God, that's
I think she moved away and then
She did.
She was kind of a dirty slut.
Yeah, still is.
Oh, I don't
I've talked to her.
But Gavin's keeping tabs.
No, I'm not keeping tabs. I talked to her like 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Of dirty sluts.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm actually a virgin, and so this is the weird conversation for me.
So
there's
like,
So
like I said, when I went to the doctor, I was 99% sure it was an STD, but it could be because I'd never had direct sexual contact with this person, but through the grapevine, it could have got to me and everyone else could have been carriers. Really slim chance. That's why I was like, it's probably not that, but I'm going to get checked out for everything just in case. It wasn't an STD. But the blood in the urine, they're like, okay, we're going to test your blood in your urine, and while we're waiting for that to come back, we're going to do a prostate exam to make sure it's not prostate cancer.
Right.
Which I'm like, okay.
I'd be like, that's so severe. Okay. They're like, so prostate cancer, you're immediately pissing blood. I'd be like, so that's a flag for me. Like, that's an instant. I guess you can finger me.
Well, that's why I was just like, that's why my reaction was like, okay.
Like, I have to forfeit. You have to finger me now.
Oh, Jesus.
But I had known that might have been a possibility going in, but I thought, I had looked it up, like, how much does it hurt? And they're like, well, nowadays, a lot of times they actually have machines that check it. I mean, still something goes up your ass, but it's not, dude, with his fingers. No, bummer. Fucking Upper Valley Medicine in Rigby didn't have that fancy ass machine. So
you got personal with a certain dude. Huh?
Doctor says, all right, go ahead and drop your pants.
They've always got the biggest fingers ever.
The sausage hands.
Well, yeah.
I was like, dude, you need to stop eating them fucking high cholesterol hamburgers, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Preach to me about good health and shit.
Zach looks at his hands. He's like, I'm going to come.
All right. He's like, just give it a little wiggle. Do the trigger finger like you're playing paintball.
Have you heard that John Mulaney skit of him getting
yes. Yeah. He's like, if this is going to continue.
Sorry.
Dude,
yes. I love that one so fucking much.
But it's kind of how it felt for me too. I did fart when he pulled his fingers out, and it made me. I was just like, but it felt like I was yes,
it felt like you shit yourself.
I was super embarrassed because it felt like I was
shitting
actively into his hand, and I was just like, that is the weirdest feeling ever. But the leading up to it was the ominous part, because he's like, all right, go ahead and drop your pants, turn around, put your
elbows on
the table, or
which
on
is not a dignified position.
Yeah,
because you need to be like in the perfect position for
get
up in there. But so I have my hands, and he does the no, and he readjusts my arms, so I'm like,
pushes you down further.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is, dude, I'm a dirty little slut apparently. But then I hear the ominous.
Yeah, the fucking
snap of his latex gloves.
Why do they have to?
And then just the sound of the
at least they are.
Then the sound of the
Ultra
Glide or whatever, and I'm like,
Ultra Glide, it's fucking numbing agent, so that you don't
the KY jelly.
No, I still felt it.
No, you do, because it's inside your body. Your body's used to being one shape, and once it starts to shift, you're like naturally, subconsciously, you're like, that's not right.
Like surprisingly, once the fingers were in, it didn't hurt. But when they came out, I felt like it was. It felt like the most.
Like the softest poop you've ever had?
But I kind of...
Did you moan?
It wasn't
Zach,
like...
Did you enjoy it? Tell me the truth.
It wasn't a sexual moan. It was more like a... I was fucking like, I don't like that.
He's like, it felt like, easy, but I hate it.
It felt like the biggest, slimiest shit was coming out of my ass.
He was like, that's what they usually are, so... it's normal.
Well, no, because it felt like it was a hard shit, but it was slimy too. Like, it was awful. I hated it. That's the closest. Anyways, that's the closest I got to something up my dick. It was up the other end, though.
Yeah.
No. So
I forgot how we got to that.
Yeah, we're talking
in
about
in the meantime,
dicks.
there's pictures of horses in the background.
Yeah,
still.
if you want to get rid of that would be fantastic. He's getting hard over here, and it's getting weird.
Well,
He's
went back
like,
to
yeah,
the
talk
normal.
about getting fucked or awkwardly fucked by your doctor that you had to pay later. So
Right. Did you guys ever watch Impractical Jokers?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, well, they multiple times they've made the punishment for Murray. Remember Murray? Like he gets prostate exams like 3 times by the same doctor. It's so funny.
Wow,
that's awful.
I guess see that's exactly what it looks like.
Oh my god!
So we just looked it up. Okay, so when I was like, I think I was
they make it seem like it doesn't go that far up in.
Zach's all like, the picture of the dick and balls is generous.
It's so big, it's not real. Hey, he's a grower, not a shower.
Is that one showing poop, or is that
it's pushing stool back in? That is that's just the rectum, dude.
I can. Well, it's far away from me, so it's like that one with the dummy is aggressive, right?
This one right here.
Like he's like in there.
Both of them right next to each other. See the one
like
next
he
to
looks
him?
like he's
Jesus.
fisting. This
No, that's about what it feels like. Like that's how undignified it is.
Oh, it seems.
I don't care for it.
But no. So like when I was 9, I guess I had stress issues out the ass, which is weird for a 9-year-old to have.
It is.
So I got hemorrhoids, and I had to go to the doctors. And
hemorrhoids, huh?
Yeah,
hemorrhoids.
Did you say you had to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead and go pee.
Okay.
Do you want to grab me a beer on your way back from the fridge?
Yeah, you want to grab everyone a beer?
Mm-hmm. Will do.
Thank you. But no, so I got hemorrhoids, and I was laying on this doctor's table, and they had me lay on my side and like buckle my knee into my chest. And for once in my life, it was a hot nurse, and I was 9, so that didn't mean shit to me. But then she then out of nowhere, she's just like, "Oh, so lay on your side, spread your cheek." I was like, "Spread my what?"
spread. Excuse me?
Yeah, I felt so uncomfortable because I'm 9 and I don't know, and I'm just like, "What the fuck is happening?" I was like, "It hurts to poop." I thought you were just gonna give me a weird chalky cocktail like you did the last time. No. And the next thing I know, I was like, "Oh, that hurts," and you're in me.
And wonder if that's what
because you have to push hemorrhoids back inside.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if that's what girls think when they lose their virginity. Oh, that hurts, and now you're in me.
Probably that's probably the catchphrase. They're like, "And you're in me." They're like, "This is so awful." I don't know, because when it comes to sex and stuff like that, there's a lot to go into it, and I've never understood just.
There's not a lot to go in for me.
I mean, like,
an inch and a half.
An inch and a half. Oh wow, you're so big.
Yeah. Well,
no. I don't know. It's just like a lot of prep work. You should always make it feel special. I guess that sounds so stupid, but it really is a thing.
Because to make sex feel special.
Yeah, and especially when it's like your first time.
Well, I mean,
I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm like fucking 30. So like if I'm having sex with somebody like this is my first time
was 20 years ago.
Maybe. I don't know. It was against my will. Does that count?
I mean, my first time was about 20 years ago, so.
Oh yeah, the babysitter.
Oh dude, this is the one.
Oh wow, you grabbed the worst one.
What, is that the watermelon one?
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
I'll trade you. I don't mind the watermelon one.
Dude,
let me try it first.
Oh, that was watermelon. I thought that was lime. That smelled aggressively like coffee.
What?
That piss?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Hey, you know what? We're talking about piss again for the second podcast in a row.
Oh, really? So you guys are on a trend here.
No,
is it
for that one?
So last episode, Casey brought up piss, and I think it's because he was drinking. It was some.
You're excused.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What was it? Some.
Bless me.
I would, but you'd probably go to hell.
It's when
they're like, that's like 12 anti-blessings.
I think Casey was in Europe, and he said it was European beer. He said that he pissed, and he's like, I'm like, my piss has never smelled so foul in my entire fucking life.
French beer is what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's French beer.
I didn't even know they knew how to make that.
What'd you think? So you listened. Did you listen to the last podcast, Gavin?
I didn't get the chance to. No, I was going to listen to it while I was working, but like I told Blake, I start listening to the podcast when I'm like working and I'm like, oh, this is going to be so awesome. And then I'm like, I can't do both, because I can't pay attention to what's going on here.
You start typing what they're saying. Like,
dude, which it doesn't work because I'm like working with numbers. I'm like, so the fraction of F is fuck. That's not a thing.
So obviously, Blake and I don't have that issue because we do physical. Like driving and merchandising. It honestly makes my day go by
so much faster.
Friday, I forgot my headphones.
Oh no!
I hate those days. I'm like, there's been days when I forget my headphones. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking the truck to my house.
Yeah,
to get my headphones
because I live before you get.
No, usually I don't notice I don't have my headphones until I'm getting ready to go to my first stop because I don't wear the headphones when I'm driving.
Yeah,
because I have a little Bluetooth receiver that puts it on the radio. Well, I get to my first stop, or I'm going to my first stop, and I feel my pockets. I don't feel my AirPods in there, and I'm like, fuck. And I had the 45-foot trailer.
Right, you had the big one.
I had a big one that day, and I'm like, I'm not fitting that onto my street.
Oh, you could have.
Oh no, I could have.
Yeah,
just not going to.
I'm just not going to because it was about that time where everyone on this street starts leaving for work.
Oh, okay, yeah. So usually, I'm so afraid of forgetting my headphones that I have a backup pair.
So
charged
I do too.
And ready to go.
I do too.
Throw them in your bag.
My backup pair was dead.
Oh.
And so I had them charging. They were charging right next to each other. So I was going to grab both of them.
Yeah.
Because I have my AirPods and I have Samsung Galaxy Buds.
Yeah. I never have the two pairs of earphones to get like outside of the bag at the same time. I hate the backup pair. I hate them, but I'll take them over nothing.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind my backup pair because it's a Samsung Galaxy, the Galaxy Buds, so they're super nice. But they just don't work well with my iPhone.
Yeah.
I just had them when I had a Samsung.
You should just get some JBLs like mine. See, I want my good earbuds now to become my backups. Get rid of the other ones altogether and like get a really good pair of earbuds.
I'm telling you, dude, the AirPod.
Oh, I know it.
Maxes or the Pros or whatever they're called, AirPod Pros. They just came out with a new one too.
I gotta just do it right. Like I just gotta.
Well, and they sync. They sync so nicely. They sync so nicely, and then this is the cool thing I like.
I'm stuck on this Apple teat, if you will.
Dude, I fucking hate Apple products. They're the worst. They're like, here, we're gonna give you wireless headphones, and then we're gonna sell you the fucking cable that doesn't do anything.
You can see,
but keep them on your fucking body like you had before.
If I leave my headphones somewhere, it will tell me the last place I left one.
That's dope.
And it will tell me the last place if I left, like I say, I dropped my right bud. It will tell me my right bud was last seen here.
No,
that's cool as shit.
That is cool.
See, and that's like that cool shit I was telling him earlier. I think it's like BMW doing this new thing with their cars where it's like connected to the streetlights and shit like that.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
I have awesome. If you lose them and you set it to lost, if someone else tries to connect it to their phone, it'll alert me. Oh. Hey, these are powered on.
Dude. Oh, that's cool.
It'll tell me where they're at again. That's why AirPods are just so worth it.
Have you seen the screenshot thing that you can do?
No.
So if you go to iPhone, if you go to a web page like that, right?
Yeah.
And you screenshot it. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, you just turned off your phone.
Yeah. Screenshot it, right? Tap on that, and then you can go full page, and then you can look at the whole.
Oh, okay. So if you're on the browser,
yeah, you can look.
Holy shit! Cool. So it lets you take a screenshot of the whole
browser. Yeah, isn't
that's
that sick?
Cool. That's cool.
I just learned that on TikTok.
He's like, my technology. I'm froze from fucking TikTok. I'm growing up in the world.
And then you can save it as a PDF. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool.
Just
so a PDF is, file. which I think is funny that you can save it as a PDF. Did you know when the iPhone was first?
Sorry.
That's fine.
Oh, Jesus.
So did you guys know when the iPhone was first made, Steve Jobs thought PDFs were stupid, so he made it so iPhones couldn't open them?
Really?
Yeah, I think because
he just hated them. He just hated them. He's like, they're stupid.
They are. They're kind of dumb as shit. But at the same time, they're not. No, they're really not,
because you can literally have an entire, like a book in a PDF file.
Yeah, and it basically it's condensing a file.
Okay, so it's not as big, doesn't take up as much memory. Okay,
yeah,
I'm there with you guys. Now I understand as much as you.
Well,
like so,
PDFs are cool and they're stupid all at the same time because they get corrupted real easy.
Like the Amazon Nook thing.
Yeah.
when you buy a book on there, it's essentially a PDF
because it's got to condense it down so it can fit all this information onto one.
I think PDFs are great. When I was a diesel technician, my phone there, I had.
Oh yeah, you probably had a million fucking manuals.
I had 18 different manuals on this side of my screen and like 19 different ones on this side of the screen. All I had to do was click on that, and PDFs are.
They're condensed, so when you log out of a PDF, it just becomes small again instead of being this massive
and then you can
fucking
search.
thing.
And you can search. I feel like you go to the table of contents and you click chapter 1 or whatever. It'll bring you down to chapter 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like using Word, you know? You remember we're using Word and it broke it up into like a bunch of fucking pages? That's basically what PDF is.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But you can do that with sound clips and shit like that. It's pretty cool.
Because it's all saying like, oh, you can put it into a PDF. I'm like, okay.
That's so I give a fuck about that. That's so you can send a whole big, that's essentially, you can send this whole big thing to somebody instead of having it be 18 different screenshots.
Yeah.
It's one file.
Okay.
But Steve Jobs hated them. And so I think that's really, I think obviously Steve Jobs is rotten in the ground 6 feet under or alive and just not.
I was like, I don't think Steve Jobs is dead, is he?
No, he's dead.
Oh, is he?
He died of cancer.
Theoretically, he's dead.
Yeah, but I'm like, well, I mean, he could have a Walt Disney thing. His head could be frozen.
I still love that. Everyone's like, when's Walt Disney gets on Frozen? I was like, he's going to be a racist again. And,
oh, hey, yeah, you want to talk about your the hatred for Jews and Anne Frank?
Okay, I don't have a hatred for Jews. I am Jewish.
So he brings up Walt Disney, a very anti-Semitic guy.
He just doesn't like Southern Baptists. Anyway,
or Jews. Anti-Semite. Yeah.
Or Jews.
You know what's funny is that he fought in the French War. So he was in one of the fucking parts of France during the World Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was weird for him to be anti-Jew and be fighting for us.
Yeah.
Who are saving the Jews. I was like, that sounds like you kind of got your shit backwards. You know, I was like, you sound more like a Nazi kind of guy. But I don't know. But no, that's actually how Winnie the Pooh was invented too, by the way. He made Winnie the Pooh in the trenches of France.
I heard that one. That's weird.
Yeah, and it was to make the soldiers feel happy.
If we're talking about people who hate Jews, Gavin drives a car that was invented by the ultimate Jew hater.
It was not invented by Hitler.
Okay,
but did he own it? He forced a bunch of scientists to make a vehicle that functions.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I own you. I was like, well, that was already implied,
that's the
asshole.
Job of a CEO.
You know,
do you
it's
think
not
really...
a CEO. He literally was like, you will do this. I will kill your fucking family. I already did that, but you don't know that yet.
The guy knew how to be effective. I mean,
he did. He knew how to be manipulative.
Hey, I'll say it. Hitler was a fantastic leader.
Yeah.
Not that he was a good person. I won't say that because he wasn't, but he was a fantastic fucking leader.
Yeah.
The way he rose to power from what he was.
Yeah.
He was absolutely warrior. He was nothing.
Yeah. He was just a soapbox warrior. That was he was a spy at one moment.
Blake's over here checking his fantasy.
Sorry.
Or he's looking at big giant horse cocks again.
I was like, I got to dig deeper into this.
He's like, my comparison issues. I'm a competitive individual. I don't know how I'm going to get a fucking 6-foot cock.
How much can the average male anus take?
A whole raccoon.
Well, now you got to look it up.
Gavin's not wrong. Did you know that the average human can fit a raccoon in their ass?
No shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know that how?
Well, you know, when you put it like that, it sounds really suspicious. But I'm not sus in this situation. It's just what memes happen to give me. And then I was like, that's bullshit. And then I looked it up and I was like, no, that's gross. And then I was like, who? Oh, excuse me.
Wow.
I was like, who the fuck took the time to think this through? Who's doing this comparison?
He said bum.
Yes, I know that was what the search brought up. Oh. It was auto searched.
I was like, that's so cute.
The human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage. A raccoon can squeeze into holes as tight as 4 inches, meaning you can have almost 2 full raccoons up your ass.
Trevor could.
Trevor.
Just like that's the thing. You gotta wonder, like, the bigger you are, you think the more you could take.
You'd have to It only makes sense that every part of your body, except his wiener, would be bigger.
No.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the thing. That's why people die from giantism.
I feel like the anus itself is an average size.
Well, no, because it's like his whole ass is bigger, so why not his
colon
asshole?
Yeah, but the asshole.
I mean, the asshole is just the entrance. Technically, the colon is what.
I'm sure
the rectals.
I'm sure
the colon.
Yeah,
it just it's tight. It is closed until something forces it open.
If a person's bigger, their stomach's bigger, their digestive tract is bigger. Like all the organs are bigger, right? Like
no, that's what I was just saying. Is because people who have giantism die all the time from having inadequate heart.
Sure, but he doesn't. He's just a big dude.
You know? Well, I mean,
his heart's probably bigger than mine.
I met a guy when I was working at the gas station. He's like, I'm like 7'3", and I was like, that's disgusting.
Right.
And I was just like, so like, how does that work? Like, one, there is no shower that I've ever heard of that's gonna just fucking let you be in there.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, right. No. And then I was like, there's no tubs that I can fucking imagine to be. I was like, that's a swimming pool.
His whole life's a struggle.
Sure. Easily.
Could you imagine him, or even Dylan, for example, trying to walk into this room?
No,
he could have to crawl in here.
I'm like, I'm at the limit. I'm leaning, and
Oh yeah, like, Trevor has to lean a little bit, and Dylan's taller than Trevor.
Yeah, a few inches.
See, and that's since we're going back to the size of this fucking room, and he's making me sound like Adolf's biggest fan over here. But no, I was making Anne Frank jokes because I was like, this shit is tight. And, I'm like, maybe you've never seen the movie Anne Frank. But
No, but I have seen The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
They're not the same thing.
They're about the same fucking thing.
Well, they're about the same thing, but they're not the same thing. One already got caught.
Actually, if you open that door, well, don't open it right now because the TV blocks it. That's the bad thing about this room is if I need to get into my crawl space there, I've got to move this whole entire thing over, which really isn't bad.
I mean, how often do you get back
that's your they're in Ziatic.
No, because they were all standing. They could stand.
No, you can stand in there.
You can stand in this tiny fucking room with like the Keebler elf-sized fucking door here.
Yeah,
like this looks like a dwarf's door, dude.
You might be able to crack it open and look in there.
Right.
It smells like dust, and 100% could stand in there. Yes, but this is also like Anne Frank's like fucking attic because they had to put.
Blake's taking a picture of this because it's on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, and then this is where I learned that you can send text on your phone. Like you can just.
Oh yeah, if you look at something with your phone, it will bring it up, and you can like hit the button and copy the text.
Right.
Yes. What?
Yeah, like if you go to like text,
it really sounds like you guys are just like you can text after you take a photo. I'm like, no shit.
Point that at the text, and it should come up with like it should highlight it.
Okay, so it has sort of highlighted it. Yeah,
you should be able to like copy the text.
Oh, for real?
Should be able to.
See, Gavin, I just texted you what my phone could see from here.
Here, we're gonna figure this out,
dude.
So you can just basically steal it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not taking an actual photo; it's just copying the text and then like
you can just
paste.
Look at it. And if I was closer, I could copy pretty much all of that and send it to you. But I was only having to zoom in on like a little spot because I'm so far away. But yeah,
that's cool as shit.
Yeah, I thought it was neat.
See, and the phones are always upgrading and shit like that. Oh, which one of you has a Samsung?
Neither one of them.
Blue Bubble Gang.
Yeah.
You guys are gay as fuck. Got it.
No.
This is why this whole conversation has been revolving around cock. You guys are fags.
There it was. I was waiting for that word to come up. I was like, I won't be the first.
Wait to bring up the hard F?
The hard F.
Yeah.
Wow. You hit one of the words you're not allowed to say on this podcast. Get out.
Shit.
I don't care.
No. All right. Well, if you're going to take it personal.
No.
I was like, I have so many gay friends that love being called that. So it's weird. It's really hard. That's such a controversial thing.
I have one gay friend that if you call him that, he actually might kick your ass.
See, and that's the same thing.
Well, we all have that same friend.
Ooh.
That took a
Ray.
sec.
Sorry.
Ray? Oh, he actually, I mean, so one time.
Some people can get away with it. Like, I'm sure you could.
Yeah, because one time they called me that. So I'm like,
well, you're
you
do.
Yeah, I feel like if some random person went up to our friend Troy and was like, "You're a fag," you'd be like, "Yep." But some random dude went up to,
like, "Yep."
Yeah.
If some random dude went up to Ray and was like, "You're a fag," he'd be like, "And you're dead."
He'd fight him. Yeah, for sure.
But that's the difference. See, and it's so weird. Like, I have friends that love being called it. I have friends that completely think it's the most derogatory thing you could say to them. And I'm like, it's not. I could come up with a few more, but
you gotta play the room.
I love being called it.
Right. But like the thing is like it's so
like
hard to play that. And you can't just sit around and like start taking everyone's perspectives in. Right. And that's why that whole area is so complicated.
It is. I sent you more text because I realized I could zoom in. Isn't that neat?
I was wondering. I was like, what the fuck is he sending me?
Yeah.
No, he's just sending me everything he can now. This is now like a goddamn paragraph. It opened up into a PDF itself. They got a goddamn website. This looks like a spam.
So it comes up.
Probably fit a small family of raccoons.
It came up on the bottom, Zach, and I was able to actually just zoom in on the picture on the bottom of the screen, and then it all came up. I thought distance was limiting me. It's not.
No, it's just where you're focusing it at.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool, man. Technology's so awesome.
Oh, speaking of technology, that's cool. I was just telling Zach that they had come up with a new way to charge cell phones wirelessly. Mm-hmm. So up to 30 feet.
What?
Yeah.
So that's not like you set your phone on a charger
on a pad.
It is
no, you just have it in a room.
Wasn't it
case that
you didn't tell me who made it?
I don't remember who made it, but I mean, why don't we look it up?
I think it's
that's why
Google.
I want them to like come up with.
It's called wireless charging. It basically looks like a fucking a heated lamp. You know, like the ones you have for your patio, and it, like it's got that fucking saucer looking thing at the top.
So basically, it's like if you have one at your home all the time, you're always 100%.
You could charge. Well, and see, that's what they're thinking. They're thinking they're gonna do giant rooms with it. And like line the walls with this cabling.
Body, your brain, is it gonna
see? That's a weird.
That's always
thought.
the question, but
we don't really have any fucking proof that it's affecting us.
I know we've gone a long time with Wi-Fi signals and such so far, and it's like the people that it does take out. Like, do we need them? You know.
So essentially, it's like Wi-Fi that's charging it. It would be your Wi-Fi router that charges your phone,
right?
And I know of it.
That's wild.
Yeah. And up to 30 feet. Can you imagine that? Just being walking in, your phone goes bling, I'm charging. You're like, what?
What if you did it though? Like you set it up like the first version of it, and then you get your electric bill, and it's like $700.
Dude, you're getting your ever since they just
charge your whole neighborhood's phones or whatever.
Right?
Everyone's who walk past the house like
whatever. You know how many people would freak out? They would just not know, and their phone rings, and they're like, my phone's charging. I'm standing outside this dude's house. Is like, oh my god, this guy's fucking around.
He's a wizard,
right? He's doing something illegal. I'm calling the fucking feds. My phone charges 30 feet away from his home.
I'm exactly the person that would look at that like, what's going on?
He's all like,
he's a sorcerer.
Only a sorcerer because he doesn't understand technology at all.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, if there's one person in our group of friends that's like out of that, it's me.
Oh, I don't know. Ray is really bad with technology.
Well,
he can't even keep a goddamn phone functional.
You can't put Ray into that.
Yeah,
you gotta take all of us that are near our 30s.
Yeah. If anybody looks at their phone like this and uses their index finger, they're out of the conversation for that.
Okay, so I'm out.
That's the international sign of old.
You don't fucking.
Let me get some distance. And
we'll Zach already looked old doing that, didn't he? Like he did
you
it
just
so
lost
good.
10 years of your life.
I could already see him doing that in like 16 years. I don't know.
It's okay.
Not even 16. You're being way too generous.
So I grabbed my dad's phone the other day, and I had to bring it away from my face.
No,
because my dad likes to use his phone as like an normal person, you know,
right.
Up close, thumbs. but his eyes are getting a little worse for wear. My dad's just as old as our friend Jacqueline's dad, Keith.
Your dad's that old?
My dad's only 4 years younger than Keith.
Your dad's in his 70s?
60s.
My dad's like 68.
Yeah.
68. Okay.
So he might be a little.
Jack's dad's
younger than
72.
He's 74.
He might be okay. My dad might be a little bit younger than Keith then. Other than that, but they're my dad and Keith have been friends for a long time growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't realize your dad was that old.
Yeah. Well, they had.
Is that why you came out like kind
of fucked up? I'm one of the old sperm.
What the fuck? You're like that. You look kind of down.
You know, like
like
well, you know, when like older people will have babies sometimes, and they
have weird fucking kids, like albinos.
Well, townies.
Hey,
you know,
sitting right the fuck here.
Yeah. So like, yeah.
Oh, that's why you're a ginger.
We don't actually have to worry about him understanding this now. We just realized.
No. But anyway, so my dad, his eyes are getting
a
little worse for wear, but he likes to use his phone. He doesn't like to do the whole have his phone away and reading. He still has to use his reading glasses, but he has his text font
like massive
to the max. So when you try to read a text message from him, it's like text message that would usually be like one line that says like
huge, right?
It's like spread out like a paragraph.
I actually have I have mine larger than standard. Like,
it's and see, if I had a phone your size, I'd do the same thing. But I mean,
and then I actually put it on shortcuts that I can see, like right here. Like I can just do it just like that.
Oh fuck! I need to put that on my home.
See, isn't that sick? Like it's easier on your eyes. Like honestly, and if we're gonna like stare at screens,
I like. How old are you again? I'm just saying.
So I'm thinking like long term, right? Like we're all obviously going to stare at screens. Yeah, and look at that. Like comparatively, like
I guess I might have the smallest.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Yeah,
in more than one way. I guess.
Yeah. Oh, mine's about a centimeter bigger than his. So. Freedom units, half an inch.
Freedom units. I guess the way I'm thinking is like if we're all going to stare at screens for the rest of our lives, like I might as well like not strain my eyes that much. Like look at that.
Well, that's why
here so easy, you know.
And that's why at night, like, do you have your set to like turn the brightness down and the night light on?
No, that actually bothers me a lot when it like self adjusts. So I shut that off. I don't know why it annoys me.
I like
so
it because I look at my phone at night and
you just say Jews.
No, I said what?
Jews.
I said dudes.
Well, now I just hear it from you because now I know you're anti-Semitic.
Now, what the fuck? How did that
he is a Semite.
The hell I am.
You said you were a Jew.
I have a Semite.
Well, that doesn't make me hate my other fucking Jews.
I didn't say you were an anti-Semite. I said you're a Semite.
You just said fucking Jews. You hear that?
Isn't that what it would be?
Oh my god! You guys are like the worst. You know, like when you're like already in trouble and like with your parents, and then you're like, "Oh, he said it." Yeah. You're just focusing on one part. You're like, "I'm twisting your words, dick." I want mom to beat you with a belt and then the fucking telephone cable. Jeez. Remember that?
What?
Do you remember getting hit with like a fucking like the phone cord and shit?
No.
Oh.
My dad used his bare hand, and that was enough.
No.
Actually, we had a paddle once, and he drilled holes into it.
Oh yeah, so that was like weirdly kinky, but yes.
Well, I don't remember.
He's pulling his cock out.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened to it, but it broke. Like it was mostly just there for like, well, we got a paddle, you know, like, but.
Oh, because he was using it on your mom, and then when he went to use it on you guys, he was just
I don't want that image.
If somebody's relative is gonna listen to this, it's probably him.
Oh, your dad?
Yeah. Oh, he'll listen to it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not saying it out of hate. I mean, like,
oh, I know. I'm
spicing up his sex life.
Now
here.
I get to think about that. That's fine.
Right now you're all like, you're like, now when I run into my dad, I'm gonna ask him like, did it really break because of us, or is it because it got worn out by mom?
I don't. Oh God. Man, I don't usually get this flipped on me. I'm usually the one like putting the awkwardness on somebody else.
Oh yeah,
it feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I like being in the position of power.
So that's called being a sociopath.
It was at this moment that he knew.
he fucked up.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess that's possible. I've considered it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a weird thought. You're like, am I a sociopath?
Yeah.
Do I like death and destruction? Do I like to be in control of everything while everyone else suffers?
Well,
is that what I'm into?
Well, what if it's low level, where I just like to make people feel uncomfortable for fun?
That doesn't make you a sociopath.
Well, I'm
just
saying,
makes
like,
you an
what
asshole.
If I'm a level 1 sociopath, not
that's
level
not.
10?
I'm not sure how that works. I think you're not. And then, like, actually, I was thinking about this earlier.
To everything. There's a spectrum.
Oh my
for
God.
Sure. Zach's on it.
Well, and where do you think I am on that spectrum?
On the
how fucking crazy are you morally?
Side.
I'm on the what?
Did you just say child molester side?
No, I said the more retarded side.
Oh, okay. I heard child molester side too.
I was like, no, man, your Peyton's gonna have a hard time in life.
That's weird. That's weird that what I said was less bad.
It is.
You can see where
but like
where our minds were at.
We're all like, what's the worst thing he could potentially say out of this conversation? Yeah, pedo. Got it.
Pedo. I'm like, you're on the touch kid side.
I don't think that makes you a sociopath. I think that makes you just a degenerate.
No, I think it's good to self-assess and go like,
I'm so glad you had that you finished that.
Yeah,
because we were just talking about touching kids. You're like, I feel like it's so good. I was like, hold up.
Yeah, I paused a little bit too. I was like, where's he going with this?
To self-assess where you are, mentally, physically, whatever, like to evaluate yourself and go like, where do I really stand? Okay, I don't think I'm a sociopath. Probably.
Are we going to? Would we say at what points in the day? Because there's some points in the day I feel like I could murder somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are some points of the day where it just doesn't bother me. And there's some days where it's just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're getting sociopath, psychopath, and serial killers mixed up.
Well, there's too many. I guess make the words more different is one of my things.
Because all three of those things are very, very different.
Yeah, isn't a sociopath? They're kind of like they don't care. They don't feel.
Yes. So a sociopath is somebody who has a goal and does everything in their power, even if it means they have to die to get it to achieve it.
Well, that's not me.
But and they don't care about their feelings or
no, that's
a
psychopath. A psychopath does that. A sociopath is a meticulous person who wants to see the end, who wants to see what all the aftermath of their actions,
but doesn't have any feeling.
Yeah, they're void of feeling to a point though, because sociopaths actually do feel. And like some of them feel guilty. Most of them have like weird neurotic fucking tics that usually leads to this. Like most of them have an OCD of some type.
So I am one.
Yeah. Well, no.
No, this is adding up.
You're not going like, oh, every time I kill somebody, I have to fucking click my fingers or I have to.
How do you know?
I guess that's true. You do live in the middle of butt fucking nowhere.
I got a lot of room in my basement too.
Here you are. Psychopaths tend to be more manipulative and can be seen as more charming. Holy shit! Can I fucking read?
Semblance of a normal life and minimize risk in criminal activities. Sociopaths tend to be more erratic, rage-prone, and unable to lead as much of a normal life. Okay, so psychopath is closer.
Okay, so I have them backwards. So a psychopath is the more fucking productive.
That's what I'm saying. Make the words more different. It's tough,
it really is.
Yeah,
because I know a serial killer is very different from both of these because it's more of like a
serial killer.
Yeah, serial killer.
You could be
be both of these.
You could be a sociopathic serial killer or a psychopathic serial killer. Serial killer just means
you're an active murderer.
You're killing people.
They always say like nature versus nurture with serial killers, right? I feel like I'm like one bad childhood away from just being that,
See, and that's the thing is like, you can't say that because Jeffrey Dahmer had a fucking awesome life and he still ate and killed people.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
And fuck dudes.
My parents were...
Did he have a good life though?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, no, yeah, he was like
his family was really nice.
Yeah.
They were very church-going people.
That's right.
He was just a fucking out-there monster.
That's the nature thing, right? So like, I think my parents were awesome, right? I had a great childhood. And I just think, they beat me up a few too many times. Boom, there I am.
He's all like,
I feel like I'm riding the edge, you know?
It's so weird to think
if they would have
them.
spanked me one more time, I could have been the next Jeffrey Dahmer, I swear to God.
Like if they would have, rather than spank me, punch me in the face. Like, oops. All right.
Oops, that's all it
He's
took.
like, that was it. That was enough for me.
No, I'm over
He used closed hands instead of open hands.
I colored on the walls one time, and I got my fucking face beat in. Yep, now I'm a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just swapped me on the ass, but nope. So that's why I eat and murder children.
Yep, I'm right on that.
So fucking weird to think about. It's so weird. Dude. Like, have you ever heard like why people kill people? Some of them are like, you're like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
And then other times I'm like, you're just fucking crazy. I like that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Where they interview somebody and they're like, if you got out, would you do it again? They're like, oh yeah, for sure. You guys should never let me out. Like,
yeah,
they're that clear-minded.
Yeah,
there are people that will do that.
Yeah,
but see, like, no, don't let me out. He's like, I know I'm bad. Don't fucking do that.
So that's the crazy thing, because people are like, you're crazy because you can't recognize you being crazy. That's like the first sign of being crazy, the unfutable. But I'm like, there's fucking insane people out there that recognize that they're off their shit. They are just out of their damn mind.
And one of those was,
and I was like, but how do you have clairvoyance? How do you have that clarity?
I don't know. It's like,
and yet you're supposed to be crazy.
It's like if I got put in prison for like beating off, right? And
okay, I gotta. How in the fuck are you going to jail for cranking your meat, bro?
This is just theoretically
hypothetical. It's okay. Like, we're just not going to go into the depths of how you got there.
Yeah, you're in prison for beating off, and they make it so you can't do it. And then they're like interviewing me, like, if you got out right now, I'm like, the first thing I do is
spanking my dick,
beat off immediately.
Yeah, he's been too cocky ever since. So I'm gonna have to beat him up. This is not a safe home.
I'm about to shoot a hole through that wall.
Nice word choice.
Mm-hmm. Cocky. Yeah.
Cocky.
So I guess it's just having that clarity. It's like, would you do it again? For sure.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
For sure.
Yeah. I'm like, I like to feel good.
I like to feel good and then bad afterwards immediately.
See, that's actually
depending on what I watched.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't have that issue either.
I just go to sleep.
Well, I don't have that I'm a bad person feeling after doing it, but I'll be like, look at it's like I'll have my phone in my hand afterwards and be like, what did I just fucking watch?
Oh yeah, you're just all like, all right, I gotta get rid of all this dirty shit. I'm all like, this isn't who I am.
I don't even like that.
You know what's weird is when you're actually
like Eskimos. Like, where was I going?
Dude, it's true. It's true. When you're beaten up, sometimes you go to these darkest ass places and you're like, that's not who I am. This isn't who I am. I don't know why this is the thing that got me to go there. I don't know why I came to this, but this isn't who I am.
But then you come back to it and you're like, well, I guess it is.
No, because there's times when you'll just go to weird places and you're like, I would never let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Not to me, not to the person I'm fucking, not to the person next to me getting fucked. It's just.
But it's fun to explore.
It's like, it's almost weird because you're just like, this is exciting to watch. This is exciting to see, and I think that's what it is. Yeah. Also, it's like, this isn't right.
Yeah,
you're like, this is a bad thing, and that's oddly arousing. It's like cheating. I've never actually cheated in my life, so like. It's like living vicariously through videos and other people.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because, if you don't love somebody, don't be with them.
Right.
And another thing I don't understand.
Must be explored.
What was that?
That was from Up.
Yeah. Oh, that was.
He was talking about
a long time.
He was talking about or you guys were talking about being explorative in your
usually searches. I only use that one when people have pussy hair.
Do what?
Dude,
do what?
I don't think. Why are you setting your shit sideways?
Because I feel like it's in the way of your view, and when for some oddly fucking reason, I'm like, you're a giant in this room. But
I just noticed the Coke bottle. I thought I'd fallen over, but then
I'm laying him down.
He laid that down, and for whatever reason, I didn't address it because I noticed, and he noticed me notice.
Yeah.
And then he just set his can down as if it's obstructing my view.
Yeah, I did.
Of the TV.
It's just like it's such a small room, and then you're like a fucking giant, and I'm all like, it's probably blocking the damn TVs.
Well, that's the funny part. Is like, you do it a second time, there's no way. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was like, why'd you do that? Dude. Oh, this is so much fun.
You enjoy being here?
Oh yeah, so much, man. Every time we like talk about doing this, I'm like, hey, I'm so excited to like run out the door and do it. This is a good group.
Oh, is
this one right here?
Like we have a lot of angles with just these three perspectives on things, you know? Yeah, this is
I think even with Trevor here still, like I said,
I think we were all here.
I was telling you earlier, if I can get Trevor to, sorry, Trevor, I'm blasting you again. If I can get you to commit for like 3 months straight, I'll get another mic set like this. Let's set up like one of these, really nice, and then I can make all 4 of us just a regular part.
That'd be sick.
That would be.
But so we got to make that. I mean, then then we got to change the 2 skulls, right?
Oh, I would do I would just put the 1 skull. I would just do like 1 skull.
Dude, like the fucking, what is it from the Indiana Jones, like the crystal skulls and shit like that.
Right, yeah. I like the idea of like how you guys got it individualized, like with the pit vipers and the backwards hat and all that stuff, like, or the Trevor's forwards hat, I guess.
His flat brim.
Yeah. So
because he's a child.
Flat brim.
I think Gavin, you'd probably put glasses on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put his
visually blind.
His glasses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I don't know what you do for me really, but
just put a dick.
Put a dick.
Yeah, banana.
I would probably I probably would put the not pit vipers, but those
the aviators.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
And obviously all of them wear headsets.
Yeah. You can put some 5 o'clock on there, like because you guys are all. Well, Gavin usually has a beard.
Well, I was saying I could do that. There's so many possibilities. Right now, it's just super simple. Like I could put on mine a red beard. On Trevor's, I could put his little whatever he had. He
has like a weird goat stash, didn't he?
He's got like
it was a soul patch like I got.
She's got like a chin beard.
It's like
chin
the lower
guard
one. Yeah, and then I've got the
shadow,
just stubble. Yeah, shadow.
I know there's a lot of places we can go. If you guys want to be regular parts of of it, like,
he says, yeah.
That's yeah. That's why it's not named the Trevor and Zach podcast.
Well, that name sucks anyway.
Well, I wouldn't. It would have been more named the Koala and Thriller podcast because originally when we started it, we started the podcast thinking it was going to be about more video
like gaming
because
the
Pirates Den the Pirates Den Discord is mainly a gaming Discord, and that's where this branched off.
That's where it actually all started, even.
Yeah, I get that.
Then I was like, it doesn't
have to be exclusive.
I was like, I don't want it to be just about gaming. I love gaming. We all love gaming.
Yeah, I mean,
even
Blake, he likes sports, so yeah, it counts.
Madden.
Well, yeah, I played video games, but I'm like the
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty and Madden is pretty much my niche. But
did you know that back in the
bro
day,
games?
I'm the bro games, yeah, for sure.
And everyone else, they like the
Black Ops. Actually, when it first came out, within the first 2 years, I was like within the top 10.
Oh, dude, I don't doubt it.
Top 10. What, in Idaho?
Yeah.
Okay, I could believe. I was like top 10 in the world. My ass cheeks.
No, me and my
top 100.
friends.
Huh? I had a friend that was top 100.
Oh, that I can believe.
Legit top 100.
That I can believe.
No, yeah, I just graduated when it came out. Like, no, it wasn't when I graduated. It was a little bit after that. But it was like one of the Black Ops games.
I was doing. What the fuck are you doing over there?
He's trying to mouth hug this fucking mic.
Dude, he was trying to fucking see how much of he could fit of it in his mouth.
I got a small mouth.
And he's like, all these buttons got in the way. It's not smooth like I'm used to.
No.
When I was in high school, I played those. They're called GBs or guild battles or game battles. Or
yeah, and that's how I got into it.
And that's, you would play against people on Call of Duty. Stick around for just a second. We're about done here.
Let's keep it going for a little bit.
What were you doing?
No, I actually got a thing I got to get to at 4:30. So
holy shit, we've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
Almost an hour and 30. Go to 4:30. Jesus.
I got to leave the house by 4:30 ish.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we can't go too much longer, but I will say this little thing, and then if you guys had anything else to add, when I was in high school, it was game battles. You met up with people online, to do like a 3v3 Call of Duty, and you actually put money on it.
Yeah,
I got really good at those, but I was never close to the top 100. I was never So
I'd love to do a LAN party.
I think. Oh, we talked about it.
Yeah.
See, that would be cool. See, no, what I did was I got invited to this group because my buddy, he was already within the top 50s when we first started.
Wow.
And yeah, he's like, dude, just come join. And I was like, dude, I fucking suck. And I sucked so bad for so long, but I just got out of school. So I was like, I ain't got nothing to fucking do. I'm 17. I already graduated. I got nothing to do. And so I fucking just sat around and played all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like for a day, I was within the top 10.
Wow.
Goddamn.
That
stuff flips around so
Oh, dude,
much.
it was like that. I blinked and they were like, yeah, you're back in like 200s, 500s. I was like, fuck, dude.
Drops fast. Yeah.
Oh, so fucking fast.
You don't maintain. Like, if anybody's ever got to a number one status, like, you take a picture of that and fucking enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Those pro players, though, like the pro Call of Duty players, you won't see them on that top 100 thing because they don't play online against. They play in like tournaments where it's like LAN parties. They're LAN parties. They're still good. If they win in to do that, they'd be top 100 and they'd stay in the top 10 if they played constantly. But
that's the problem is you have to constantly keep playing because if you let up, you're
gone. You're gone. Yeah.
It takes like zero. Takes zero, literally nothing. You die 3 or 4 times, you're already back 50 fucking spaces.
That's insane. Yeah. Makes sense though.
Well, guys, you got any last minute things you want to add?
I just got to piss hard, dude.
Okay.
Well, wow. You know what's weird is usually I'm the guy who's always pissing.
That's
like the bad kidneys and bladder and shit. And he's over here's like, I'm like a child. I can't even hold my pee.
I think I've got the record on Jeff and Greg most times. In one, like 6 in one podcast.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and end it off here.
This was awesome. This was awesome.
Trevor's
this was one of my favorite
wise words of wisdom.
Don't fuck your sister.
And with that, we'll catch you guys in the next episode of the Pirates 10 podcast.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.